Hello Year 5 and welcome to Week 8, Thursday's maths session for Green and Blue Group. We're going to begin this afternoon, or this morning, depending on when you're doing your work, with an arithmetic test. So if you'd like to pause the video now and you can have a go at the calculations that are on your sheet. Here then are the answers. It'd be great if you could mark your own work and send in your answers to your teachers to have a look at. Thank you. So the main part of our session today is going to be to applying this work that we've been doing so far for nearly 2 weeks now on fractions, decimals and percentages. In particular, yesterday you were looking at fractions or using fractions of amounts to help you find percentages of amounts. You were using those equivalents in order to help you calculate. So today we're going to be finding percentages of amounts, but we're going to be putting it into the context of problems. So once again, to be successful, we're going to need to use knowledge of fractions, percentages and decimal equivalents. We're going to need to use bar models to represent problems. And we are going to need to work methodically in order to ensure that we understand the questions really, really carefully. So a little recap then. Some of the key points to remember from last week is those fractions, decimals and percentage equivalents. I'd say probably today the key is going to be to remember those percentage and fraction equivalents. So we've got some on the screen here. We've looked at half and 50% and a quarter and 25% and 3/4 and 75%. We've also looked at a tenth, okay? So the other ones that may come up is 20%. Now you might think, you can see here, that is equivalent of a fifth, which it's also equivalent to 2/10. So you need to think about what makes sense to you. If it makes sense to convert it to 2/10 and find 2/10 of the number, that's absolutely fine as well. There are some extra equivalents on here, but probably these last two are not going to be ones that you're going to need today, but just for reference. And again, you can see here 5% is 5 out of 100, is actually another equivalent is 1/20. So there's just some different ones there for you to see. Okay, so let's have a little look at the problem then for today. One shop is selling a t-shirt for £30 with a 40% discount. The question says, how much discount is this? So we're going to work methodically to think about the fact of what fraction is equivalent to 40%. And the fraction that's equivalent to 40% is obviously 4/10. We know how to find 4/10 of a number. We're going to divide by that denominator and then multiply by the numerator. So the amount we're looking at is 30 here. So we're going to need to do 30 divided by 10, and these are my 10 parts here, is equal to 3. You can see that in my bar model there. Okay, so 1/10, 10% if you like, of £30 is 3. But we're being asked for 40%, which is the equivalent of 4/10. So we've divided by the denominator, we're now going to multiply by the numerator. So 3 times 4 is 12. So when it says how much discount is 40% of £30, the answer is £12. Let's have a look at another one. One shop is selling a t-shirt for £32 with a 25% discount. So again, let's think about what's the equivalent fraction of 25%. It is indeed a quarter. So we're going to need to take our 32 and we're going to need to divide it by 4, which gives us 8. We're looking at 1/4, we're looking at 25%. So we're looking at £8. So if the question was what is the discount, the answer would be £8 for that one. However, some of you may also have this next part to the question. What is the new price of the t-shirt? So if the t-shirt was 32, the whole amount was 32, and this time it's got a 25% discount. So this means it's a discount, it's being taken off the original price. If we're taking off, we're taking away. So we need to actually take away that 40% discount from the original price of £32. So the calculation we're doing then is 32 take away is 24. So the new price of the t-shirt then is £24. So there was quite a lot of steps there. We found 25% of 32, and that was the discount of the t-shirt. So we took that 8 away from 32 to give us £24. That's what was left to pay with a 25% discount. Okay, let's look at the next one then. One shop is selling a t-shirt for £20 with a 30% discount. Let's find out what the discount is. So 30% is equal to 3/10. So I'm going to need to take my £20, divide it by 10, which gives me 2. So each part of my bar then is obviously equal to 2. But I'm not just looking at 1/10, I'm not just looking at 10%, I'm looking at 30%, I'm looking at 3/10. So what I actually need to do then is multiply my 2 by 3, and that gives me 6. So the discount of the t-shirt is going to be £6. Some of you then may have this next step. What is the new price of the t-shirt? So if the price of the t-shirt was £20, we now know we've got this £6 discount. Take that £6 away from 20, the answer is 14. So the price of the t-shirt is going to be £14. So today then, you are going to work through a range of different problems. It may require you to first of all work out the discount, and then for some of you, you may even be going on to work out the new price of, or the cost of the t-shirt. The really important thing to do today, guys, is keep referring back to those equivalents to help you. So coming back to those slides that we looked at near the beginning, looking at those equivalents to help you. And obviously with the 10%, if you found 10%, then you know that's 1/10, but if you're looking at other multiples of 10%, so 20%, 30, 40, 60, 80, 90, then think about that equivalent fraction in order to help you. It's the same, that equivalence is the same, so you can do the same thing as finding fractions of amounts. We look forward to seeing your work today. Thank you.